Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen. So, Sensational Snacks series. Today I am showing you how to make power bites. So how do you get a little bit more energy while you're eating really clean and really well, and doing your best to look after yourself. I'm laughing because Ludo, instead of talking to you guys, today she's trying to eat the peanut butter that I've got on the bench because she absolutely loves it. Hang on, I'll give you some peanut butter, right? Word of warning, my house, my rules. So if I want to give my puppy dog some peanut butter, I will. Because it's me that's eating the treats, you know. This is not for consumption for everybody. There you go. Right now I've got to go wash my hands. Anyway, so today's sensational snack is called Wild Orange Power Bites. Wild Orange is the food grade essential oil that I use from dōTERRA. If you have a different brand, just use orange. So you could use sweet orange or wild orange, depends what they call it. Wild orange comes from a tree in the Dominican Republic, and it's actually from the rind of the fruit, not from the flesh. So you know, if you ever zest an orange or a lime or a lemon, it's really vibrant smell, beautiful smell. Well, that's what you're getting when you get your citrus fruits, right? It's pressed from the rind, not from the actual flesh, which is why grapefruit oil is okay for you to use, certain grapefruit oils, because they come from the rind, not from the flesh. Anyway, I'll just quickly wash my hands. And talk to you while I'm not in front of the screen, but that's okay. Quickly do that. Okay. Alrighty. So, what am I doing today? Wild Orange Power Bites. Why do I want to talk to you about this? I wanted to share this recipe with you because I actually find them really good in terms of energy. And I will do my best to not eat spoonfuls as I'm talking to you because they really do give me a boost. And it's best to not eat these at night time unless you want to stay up, okay? If you want to stay up, that's fine. You can do that if you want to. Drink my coffee while I'm making my power bites. So, what we need to do for that, right? We need desiccated coconut. Now, we need a cup of desiccated coconut. What is desiccated coconut? It's just really fine shredded coconut at the end of the day. So, if you don't have any, if you've got coconut flakes, process them through the processor. Food processor, Thermomix, NutriBullet, whatever you got. And just turn them into flakes, right? You want half a cup is going to go in the mix, and the other half a cup you're going to use to roll the balls in at the end. Then you're going to use raw honey. Get really good quality raw honey, local honey. Don't go to the shop, buy this, right? Do your best to get yourself some local honey from the area in which you live. Now, there's two reasons that you want to do that. And when I moved across the country, I couldn't bring the honey that I was using over there into the state because this state has different regulations, right? And they protect their bees. They're looking after their bees. But if you, for example, I have a bit of an allergy or a bit of a seasonal reaction to wattle. And what I learnt from a few different people was that if I wanted to help heal myself from such a severe, because it was quite severe actually, it would mean that I couldn't drive and it was almost like having an asthma attack. So what I would do is I would use lemon, lavender and peppermint, which is the seasonal blend, right? You use that, it's like an antihistamine. Put those three essential oils together, happy days. But I would also consume honey that was from areas that had wattle. So where the bees were able to go and pollinate and collect from the honey, from the wattle, and it would go into the honey. Because honey is really good for your body. There's a really awesome journey meditation you can do too, where you travel in to your sacred space and you hang out with the bear and you drink the honey. And the honey goes all the way through your body and it just helps you to feel good, right? Manuka honey from New Zealand, and I'm not even going to go there because I'll end off on a tangent. But Manuka honey, right? So medicinal and so good for you. So honey, the good stuff, is good for you. Yeah? The only intention is to feel good. So honey is your second ingredient. So you've got your desiccated coconut, you've got your honey. Then you also have butter, nut butter, right? This is peanut butter. I love all nuts, but I love peanuts. Some people are allergic to peanuts. Sorry. Use almonds. So the recipe that I actually got originally for this had almond butter, and you can make your own. And the way that you do that, so you could use Brazil nuts, you could use macadamias. Macadamia is really creamy, but Brazil too. But Brazil nuts, macadamias, walnut might give a bit of a dodgy taste. Pecans, you could probably use them, but you've got your peanuts and then you've got your almonds, right? So if someone's got an allergy to peanuts, use almonds. Make your own almond butter. And what you do is you get your cup of almonds, whack it into your food processor, put in a pinch of salt, good sea salt or pink salt, and blitz it. And keep blitzing it until it turns into a paste. It'll feel like it's never going to happen, but it will happen, you know. I use this stuff, Pix peanut butter, Australian and New Zealand, which is really cool. It's made in New Zealand. But I love it. All that's in there is peanuts and salt, you know, and they encourage you to reuse your jars. So this is a kilo of it. A kilo will last in my house, which predominantly is just me. It will last probably maybe a month if I'm lucky, because I eat this out of the jar with celery or with carrot sticks or, you know, whatever, because it's good for you. Good fats, shiny coat. Now you also want to have some dried fruit. So you can have dried cranberries. Cranberries are linked to, you know, helping your urinary system. So if you're someone that needs a bit of a hand with that sort of stuff, UTIs and all those things, you know, look at incorporating cranberries into your diet. I'm not a big fan of cranberries. I just don't like the taste, and perhaps that's because a lot of the cranberries that you buy at the supermarkets have got added sugar into them and stuff. I don't like really sweet stuff. I love honey, but I don't enjoy a lot of really sweet stuff. I'm a savoury person. So what I use instead is, when I can get them, I use Inca berries, and Inca berries really high in vitamin C and really, really high in antioxidants. What's an antioxidant? It's basically the dude that goes through your cells and scavenges out free radicals, right? What's free radicals? Free radicals are radical, you know, they get into your system and they fuck you up. So and that's like a comical version of a really serious topic. But what you'll find is, if you can start to incorporate different foods that help your cells will get stronger on the inside, and it means that they can get rid of the bad cells, and they can also provide you with a really strong defense mechanism, and that's what we need, right? I'm just going to turn my puppy rice off. Talking to you because I can hear it bubbling away there in the background. So I've ordered my Inca berries. I'm waiting for them to come. So Inca berries are a bit tart when you bite them, a bit tart. So I quite like them, but you bite it, go, ooh, they're really good for you. In here I have a mix, so you want a cup of dried cranberries if you use the cranberries, right? If you don't want to use cranberries, you can use what I'm using. I have in here half a cup of dried figs. I love figs. Figs are really good for you in terms of fibre, but they also give you like magnesium, potassium, all that sort of stuff. And go easy on your dried fruits, okay? You can't eat dried fruits all day because they're like the full fruit, but they've been dried, right? So just still go easy. But I've got half a cup of dried figs in there. They're still going to give me the sweetness from the natural sugars. And then I've also got half a cup of goji berries. I love goji berries, and goji berries, again, high in vitamin C, good antioxidants, plus give you an extra boost of energy. So I've got those in there too. So we've got it all. And then salt, right? That's it. That's all you need. Oh, and your essential oil. So your essential oil needs to be food grade, please. So I use dōTERRA, like I mentioned already. This is their version, wild orange. I don't mind what brand you use. If you want to use dōTERRA, you can talk to me and I'll set you up with a link. You can buy off my shop if you want to. But make sure that your essential oil is safe for flavouring use, or, you know, therapeutic grade essential oils. It's up to you what level you go to, but remember, you are consuming this. So you want to look after your body. Smells absolutely divine, right? Okay, so all we're going to do with all of this is we're going to pop it into the food processor. So I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to whip it up, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then we'll roll it into a ball. So I'll see you in the next bit. Okay, so we're back and we'll just do the last part. So you've seen what it looks like before I mixed it up. I forgot to tell you, you also need chia seeds. So just 2 teaspoons, tablespoons, I don't know, I'll post the recipe up. 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. As you're mixing it, if you find that it gets a little bit too thick, then you can add in like and it really slows down your machine, because I found my Thermomix might be playing up at the moment, who knows. But anyway, so the mix was quite dense, but that was also because I used goji berries, which I had soaked a little bit. So if you're just using the cranberries and stuff, you'll be fine. But if it's got a little bit extra liquid and you find that it clogs your machine up a little bit, just add a little bit more coconut. Or you can also add some raw cacao, like any of that sort of stuff if you want to. So what I'm doing now is I'm just rolling out the balls. I make mine about mouth size, right? You can go to some places and for coffee and they make them about that big, so it's like 2 mouthfuls. What this is that's about a teaspoon of mixture. So all I'm doing, get that and then roll it in the rest of the desiccated coconut. And then just put them on a plate, stick them in the fridge, good to go. So I'll put them in the fridge for a little while on the plate. Then I've also already had a couple of mouthfuls. But I shall pop them on a plate in the fridge, let them set. They don't take long because you can eat them now the way that they are. And then I'll just put them into a container and they'll keep in the fridge for a couple of weeks, but they won't last that long. You will be eating them anyway. So the idea with these guys is that you get up in the morning, okay, have your warm water with a little bit of lemon. So you can use the lemon fruit, the actual flesh, which may break down the enamel on your teeth, or you can use a couple of drops of food grade lemon oil. What does that do? That gets your liver going, right? Activates everything in that area of your body. So you do that first thing when you wake up. Then you go for your walk, or you do your stretching, or you do your yoga. Maybe you're a runner, whatever it is that you do on an empty stomach. You do that then. And then you come home and you have your smoothie or your brekkie, hang out, do whatever. Mid-morning is when you have one of these guys, right? If you're someone who gets 3 o'clock itis, 3:30 itis, which is the lull in the afternoon, that means your body's actually having a little bit of an issue in terms of digestion and stuff. But what you can do to help you is you can sniff peppermint oil or any sort of mint oil will lift you up. You can have peppermint tea, or you can have one of these with a cuppa. So you can make yourself a herbal peppermint tea and grab one of your power bites, 1 or 2 of them, and munch away. Okay, so they're packed with antioxidants, really high levels of vitamin C in these guys because of what's in them. You've got your good fats from your nuts. Coconut is fantastic for you as well. Got good fibre. What else have we got in there? Chia seeds. Chia seeds give you a bit of a protein boost as well. Your nuts give you protein as well. So really, really good macro and micronutrients in these guys, and some minerals in there too. Things that your body might be missing. So because I used the figs, I've got the magnesium and the potassium, things like that. If you use dates, same diff. I've got goji berries, so they're going to give my skin a bit of a boost as well as my immune system. But yeah, overall really, really good for you. You've got your honey. Make sure you source yourself some good honey. Earlier on I mentioned manuka honey. It's quite medicinal, so it's got a bit of a medicinal flavour too. You want the sweetness, so you can use manuka honey if you want to. I would also add, and then your balls become medicinal, which they will be anyway because they're whole food and they're really, really good for you. But if you're using manuka honey, split it 50-50. So you want half a cup of honey, so maybe you have 1/4 cup of manuka honey or a couple of tablespoons of manuka honey, and then the rest of the quantity just a normal, really good local honey, or an Australian honey if you're in Australia or wherever you live. Just get the local honey and use that. So the rest of the honey, the medicinal side of it will come from it's all medicinal, but the medicinal side will come from the manuka or manuka, however you want to pronounce it. And then the rest, you'll get the sweetness from the normal honey as well. So they're really good boosts and they do give you that kick of energy, but really don't sit there and gorge them and don't eat heaps of them just before you need to go to sleep, because you will not sleep. Which I probably should have done these when I was studying. But anyway, have a fantastic day. Enjoy whatever it is that you're doing. Make sure you try these. If you like the recipe, let me know. I'll pop it in the comments anyway, so you've got it. If you want to share, please feel free to share. This is part of the Sensational Snack series. And yeah, look after yourself and make sure that you listen to your body and do things that feel good. The only intention is to feel good. So do whatever you need to do to help your body to feel good, to help your heart to feel good, to help your mind to feel good, and look after what and who is around you. See ya.